All right, we're recording. Welcome to our new coach getting started right call. This is going to be so much fun tonight. I'm so pumped that you guys are here. As new coaches, there's so much unknown, and can be a little bit overwhelming and a little bit scary and also a lot exciting. So if you're feeling this wide range of emotions, you are not alone. Every other person on this call is feeling the same thing. I felt the same thing when I started. What's so awesome about this business, we all start at ground zero. We have level playing field. Nobody has the advantage over anybody else. None of us really know what we're doing. The nice thing about our team is we're going to help and grow together. So there is a neat group of new coaches that are getting started this month. And my hope is that you guys become really good friends and feel extremely supported and encouraged throughout this process. So tonight we're going to learn a wide range of things, from social media to what are your daily activities as a coach, and really just how to get your business up off the ground. As a new coach, you can kind of get frozen in that, like, what do I do first? You're like, okay, cool, I'm a coach now. Now, what do I actually do in my business? So my hope tonight is that you get clarity on that. If you have not, so we have some of you had joined like within the last 12 hours. So most of you or some have probably not done your new coach announcement post. So your first step is going to be, after we end this call, you can go into our team page, and in the units section, there is a new coach training. This is the first two units are really the ones you have to pay attention to. The first one is a Google form that teaches you how to set up your automatic draft, how to help somebody get connected to the website. So if somebody wants to sign up, how do you actually sign them up? And then just kind of some questions for you. So you're going to want to complete that Google form, as it's going to give you some helpful tips. And the second part of that unit is tips on how to announce that you are a coach. So how do you actually share with the world that you've now decided to take on this adventure of coaching? And so it's important that you make that announcement post, because you're opening your business, you're opening your storefront. And so that kind of announces to the world that you're doing this and they can join you and be a part of it. So if you have questions about that, please reach out to your coach or me. We'll be happy to help you with that. So now, as a coach, sometimes people they make it way too complicated. If you were in our free coaching workshop, hopefully you saw a lot of the daily activities that we do are really simple. But your most important job in this entire business is to take care of you and yourself and your goals. You're going to hear us talk about that. If you are working on a program and you're working on your own goals and you're fueling your mind in the process, new coaches tend to have a lot of fear of what people are going to think of them. And if you are filling your mindset with positive things through podcasts or personal development books, that's really going to give you that toolkit of success to tackle any kind of objection or fear that you may be facing. So your number one job is to work on you. So you're going to get to know the products. This is not something you have to be a professor on. Someone asks you a question about Shakeology, if it's gluten-free or not, you don't have to respond to that message right away. You pop in the team chat and you say, hey guys, I just got this question. Can you help me out? You're not supposed to be an expert, but take some time as you're receiving your own package to learn about Shakeology, to learn about Energize, and just to educate yourself over the course of time, because that's going to give you the confidence as you go into conversations. You're going to love the products because they're amazing. They're going to change your life. And you're going to be telling people about this lifestyle that you have kind of embarked on that's changing the course of your history, your family, your relationships, through coaching and through this community. And by doing that, by sharing about that, you're going to be helping the people change their life with the products and tools that we offer. And then eventually, hopefully those people are like you and they're like, wow, this is amazing and I want to do this too. And it becomes this very seamless, duplicatable process, because you're sharing from your heart, you are focusing on your goals, and you are giving from that overflow. And that's just a really neat part about coaching. So that your number one job, if you ever lose sight as a new coach what you're supposed to be doing, your number one job is to take care of your own goals and share about it. Share about what you're doing. That is honestly the secret sauce. Okay, so moving on. Now, where are your resources? As a new coach, you're going to have a lot of questions. So where do you go to find out the answer? So here's a couple kind of first places that you can go. Your coach is always there to help. I'm always here to help. Our team chat is always here to help. But you have like three main resources. Number one is your coach online office. If you log in and you look at the training tab, there's a ton of information there. There's also an FAQ that you can search that will be helpful to you. Corporate also puts on a weekly training call. You can either listen live or listen later. When I was working full time in corporate America and was doing coaching on the side as I was trying to come home, I listened to it in my commute. So I had a 20-minute commute to and from work, so I listened to it in the car. So these are not things you have to be on live. You can always listen to it later. A lot of times, even now, I'll listen to it while I'm getting ready in the morning, or maybe while I'm doing my workout. So you learn to multitask, very easy. So that is called a national wake-up call. It's every Monday at 11 a.m. You can either find that on the team, it's usually on the Team Beachbody Coach 411 Facebook page. Now, the other resource that you have is our team. So our team page is a plethora of resources. If you're curious about a topic, go to the team page and search it. See if there's something already in there that you can glean information from. Every Monday we'll have a call. It's either a work time together or it's a training. So you're going to have a variety of those each week to have continued encouragement and resources to you in your business. And then our team chat. If you've not been added to our team chat yet, I know a lot of you are super new or just jumping back into things. We can add you to our team chat, which is kind of a group message on Facebook. You can mute it. A lot of times people are working and it's distracting, so just mute it and then just use it as a resource to you when you need it. And then our YouTube is a great option too if you need help. But as coaches, we're here to support you. As leaders, we're here to support you. So that's where your resources are if you have a question. Now, our 4 vital behaviors as coaches is to be proof of the products. We talked about that, right? You take care of yourself and you pour from a full cup. Number 2 is you're sharing your journey. And then you're connecting with people. So you're building those relationships and then you're organically inviting them to be a part of what you're doing. So that, and then number 3 is personal development. We already talked about that. So making sure that your mind is in the right place. Number 4 is you're getting people results. So you're feeling so good. You're helping people, bringing them into our community, and then you're getting them results. And it's honestly this beautiful just cycle that you put on repeat. And that's rinse and repeat over and over. Be proof, share, connect, and invite, and help people get results as their coach. So don't overcomplicate it. I actually did a video on the team page tonight talking about those who have been in the business for a while and maybe feel a little stuck. It's the same way to get unstuck as it is when you're a new coach. You take care of your own goals, you share your journey, and then you invite people to be a part of it. So we're going to talk about inviting here in a minute. Those of you who are in our new coach workshop, you already know a lot of the things that you will do as a new coach, growing your network and connecting with people, love bombing, which is always one of my favorite things, to get to go and show love and support on your page. So those are kind of our core foundation. Now, as a new coach, what are your first goals? Because it's very, having some clear direction on what you're working towards will give you help you create a game plan to actually start to see some momentum in your business. So once you've already committed to your program, you're good there. You already know what you're doing. Now, you're going to start consistently posting once a day on social media. If you're on Instagram and on Instagram stories, that's a killer resource. I like to talk. I view it as if you can get on there show your face for 60 seconds, you will really connect with people. For me, when I'm struggling with what to post or what to share about, I will literally take my personal development book and regurgitate whatever I've read. Maybe it's my devotion for the day. Maybe it's, the book I'm reading right now is Fear is Not the Boss of You. So maybe it's something from that. But I'm just taking what I'm consuming and regurgitating it. And that becomes my posting content when I feel like, I know I need to post today, but I don't really know what to share. We're going to do a little bit of social media kind of crash course here in a second too. And then, okay, so that's your committing to you. Your goal in the next 30 days is I want you to help 3 to 5 people get started on their journey too, with challenge packs, just like you did. By doing that, you're going to automatically hit a new coach goal called Success Club. That's a term you'll hear over and over. All it is an incentive program that our company offers. You get so awesome, like some killer prizes. You get free swag. So when you hit it the first month, you get a free tank top. Then when you hit it for 3 months, you get another prize. I think last year I got a suitcase, a hard shell suitcase. I got a game. There were so many cool things that you get. But you're also ensuring by helping 3 to 5 people, you're paying for your Shakeology that you're purchasing. So you're automatically making enough commission to pay for that. Now, the compound effect happens when you in month 1 help 3 people, and then month 2 help 3 people, your commission starts to double because you're still tapping into that month 1 commission when people reorder. So you're going to naturally grow your income by doing that. Now, here is the most incredible thing about Success Club. I am so jealous that they have this now, because when I was a new coach, this was not a thing. So your goal as a new coach is to become a success starter. That means that for the first, if you just signed on, if you're new and you have been a discount coach for a while, this may or may not apply. Talk to your coach and ask. But if you're brand new and you just signed up, you have got to make this a goal, because if you help 3 people a month for 3 months within your first 6, so let's say you signed up in May, and June is your first full month. So if you help 3 people in June, 3 people in July, 3 people in August, you become a success starter. Now, if you miss a month, you have that first 6 months to hit 3 months of it. So if you do June, you miss July, and then do August, September, that's totally okay. Now here's what's cool. You get to be in a test group. If you hit success starters, you get to be in a test group with a trainer going through a program before it is ever released. This is such a killer opportunity if you're brand new and you just signed up within your first 6 months. Like, this is a must goal, because I know that Lindsay is one of the coaches on our team. She was able to be in the 10 rounds test group, so she went through the whole program before we all got to do it. I was in Morning Meltdown 100 test group last year. That was not earned by Success Club, I will tell you that. That was a lot harder to earn, but so worth it, because you have this advantage now in your business where you get to say, I get to be in a test group, and you get exclusive access to it. It's a no-brainer. So that needs to be on your vision board. Success starters, help 3 people. All it is 3 people. And we're going to make it simple to where that's going to feel so easy to you. Now, here's what you do. You're going to look at, I know that those of you who are in the free coaching workshop, we did this already. You made your list of 10 people. That's how you're going to hit Success Club. Those people are going to be the people that you're going to reach out to and say, I'm doing this thing and I feel so good and I just want an accountability buddy. Will you be my accountability buddy? Let's start this program on Monday. Would you want to do it with me? Doesn't have to be something crazy. You are just going to help them see success. If they tell you no, I will be honest with you guys. My in-laws, to this day, I've been a coach for 3.5 years, a full-time coach for 3 years, and they will still not acknowledge that I have a very thriving business and that I love corporate America. So you're going to have people who may not support you, and that's okay, because you're going to help so many people that it doesn't matter if they jump on now. Some people just have to watch you for a little bit. You may find that people are just like all in with you, and you may find that they need to watch you for a few months, and that's okay. But start with that list of 10 people, because that's who it will mean the most to you if you help them, because you know that you're changing their life and you deeply care about them. Now, before we go any further, I don't want you to freeze and let overwhelm sink in, because when we are new coaches, we are thinking. We spend so much time thinking about what we should be doing. We don't spend enough time taking action. So remember, you're doing your stuff, your own workouts, you're sharing about it, right? That's your kind of rinse and repeat cycle. And then these next things about inviting come as a next step building block. So your goal within that first 30 days is 2 of those 3 people will sign up as a discount member underneath your team. Now that's just them saving 25% off. I know that if my my cousin got me with this, and I'm so thankful. She said, Rachel, I know you love Shakeology, and this is gonna change your life, and just trust me, this is gonna save you 25% every month. I was like, heck yeah, I want some savings. That's really all you're offering to them. You don't have to sign up business builders. When you help 2 of those people sign up as discount members under you, you become Emerald, easy peasy, and you get to help them save money and help sign up your first 2 people. Now, here's an idea of how to do that. You've had the conversation with them. They're excited to get started. They're like, yes, I want to buy this challenge pack. Here's how I typically would word it. That way you have an idea. You can base it off this, rewrite it however you want to do. I'll say, okay, so the last piece of the puzzle, and I'll screenshot, this will be up in the team page, so you can screenshot this if you want to use it later. Okay, so the last piece of the puzzle is I can send over details on how to sign up in a welcome email that will help you know what your next steps are. There's only 2 ways to sign up, customer or discount member. A customer pays, fill in the blank, however much their challenge pack is, pays $180 to get started. In future months, they'll pay around $130 to $140 for their monthly supply of shakes. The other option is a discount member. They pay $180 for their package, and in future months, they'll pay around $118 for their shakes. It kind of breaks it down, which sounds best to you. So you're saving them money. If they say no, no big deal. They sign up as a customer and you keep moving. But your goal is to get 2 people to sign up as that discount member. Here's why Emerald is awesome. Emerald is where you start to tap into non-commission earnings. So prior to this, you're just going to be earning commission off of every sale that you make. When you begin to build a team under you, even if it's just discount members, you get to tap into cycle bonuses. So that's where you begin to grow that residual income. It's important to hit Emerald so that you can kind of open your business to the opportunity of additional earnings. So know that that's how you really create that long-lasting income. So this is just the first step to that, because you don't want to, to be honest, you're not going to want to be in sales until you're 90 years old. So when you build a team that's doing this with you and you do this as an Emerald coach and you get to tap into that bonus pool, which is really helpful. My coach didn't explain any of that when I got started. She was just like, hey, this is what you need to do. And I said, okay, I'm going to do it. And I did it. And I just trusted her. For me, I talked to my husband about it. And I talked to my mom and I said, Mom, I'm doing this thing and I need your support. Will you do it with me? Will you do the workouts with me? She signed up and she was my second coach. I signed up my husband first and my second coach. We financially, it was a stretch to pay for 2 shakes each month, but I have been able to use his account to grow my business. And it has helped me a lot from an income perspective to be able to grow our team volume and tap into additional bonuses. It's essentially double dipping. So I have a whole training on that if you want information about that. But we won't get into more of that tonight. So that's just kind of, so your number 1 goal is you're going to help 2 to 3 people. Your number 2 goal is you're going to hit Emerald. So that's what you're going to do in the next 30 days of your business. Now, let's talk about social media. So, posting consistently, it's literally the lifeline of your business, because people need to know that if you show up every day on your page, then they can trust you to show up every day as their coach. And so that's an important piece of this puzzle. So what are some ways, some quick do's and don'ts that will help you to kind of break free of social media fear? So here's a couple do's. Posting 1 time or more a day on social media. What I usually structure is, I don't want you to become a Beachbody billboard, because that would be inauthentic to you and inauthentic to our team. So what I try to follow is 50% my journey / coaching / challenge groups. All of that falls into one category. And then 50% my life. So I'm sharing my family. I'm sharing, things that I'm doing, my friends, whatever, like you would normally post on social media. So I want you to just begin to sprinkle in. And if every other post, honestly, usually my morning post has something to do with my health and fitness journey, and then my evening post has something to do with my family. If you don't have the time to post every day, that's okay. Maybe on Monday you post about your health and fitness journey, on Tuesday you post about your family. You'll find that groove of that, whatever works for you. You're the only one that's going to know that. But posting consistently, you're naturally going to be finding times that your audience is going to be on social media. If you work a 9-to-5 job, you're probably not going to be on social media between 9 and 5. So you're going to post likely at 6 or 7 or 8 whenever you are on social media, because your network is probably also working a 9 to 5 job and they're going to be on at that time. So that's going to come very naturally as you begin to share consistently. The more that you can share your story, someone told me that facts tell and stories sell. And it's really true that when you tap into think about your coach. What was it that drew you to them? What was it that made you want to sign up with them? Was it their transformation, or was it the story behind their transformation? Because that being vulnerable and real about where you're at in your journey. I was very overweight when I started as coaching. I had only lost like 20 pounds and I had 70 more to go. And so this was important for me because they watched my whole journey and sharing that consistently. Posting pictures of your life outside of Beachbody, we talked about that. And then making sure you wrote a coming out post. So if you've not done that yet, that's like number 1 on your priority list. Things to avoid are posting your link, so your website link. That just screams salesy. And posting stock photos, posting pictures of the products or labels, and being the flip side of things, inconsistently posting, so just sharing once a week. So those are kind of the big things that if for me, I think about when I'm scrolling social media, what turns me off from other multi-level marketing companies, and I try to avoid whatever that might be. So for me, if I see somebody flashing, talking about a sale, I roll my eyes and keep scrolling. So those are things that I usually would not share. So you find what works for you, but those are some kind of quick do's and don'ts. So if it feels salesy, it probably is. But sometimes we get caught overthinking it. So for just literally, I treat it as a journal. So you're going to view your social media kind of as a journal. There's additional trainings in our team page about social media. If this is a struggle for you, we train about how to do videos, our favorite video editing apps. There's like kind of a crash course on social media in our team page in the units if you feel that you need more help in this area. It's like the super fast version of social media. Everybody feeling good? Take a deep breath. Everybody feeling good? Okay, good. All right, awesome. All right, so your first invite. So this is where really the excitement happens, because you get to extend the opportunity to be a part of this community that's changing your life. So you're going to inevitably become a conversation expert. And I love this analogy. So if you were at a fair, okay, which obviously with COVID-19, nobody's gonna be going to fairs, but let's say if you were at a fair and you were going down the different booths and you came across somebody selling something and you stopped and were looking at what they had to offer and they gave you a compliment. They said, I really love that color, looks so beautiful on you. Would you feel weird, or would you feel like very flattered and like, thank you so much for saying that? Our goal is to be a light on social media, and you get to do that as a coach by becoming that conversation expert, opening the door to complimenting people, opening the door, and you're not doing it with the goal of hoping to close a sale. You're doing it with the goal of a relationship, that someone can trust you and know that you're here for the right reasons. So you're just gonna naturally, when I have shifted my social media to when I'm on, instead of just scrolling, every time I pass somebody's post, I like it and comment on it. It's an easy way to engage with your followers, and it happens organically, and you ultimately become a conversation expert by doing that. So now, when sending an invite is truly what it sounds like, an invite to them to be a part of what you're doing. So you're going to choose an invite style in your coaching business. I have done all of these, and I do them in different seasons. I love voice memos. I want people to hear my voice. I want them to know I'm not a robot. And I want them to hear that genuine care. But a lot of new coaches are super overwhelmed by the thought of voice memos. So don't feel like you have to do that. But choose whether it's a voice memo, maybe it's a pre-crafted message that kind of has a loose outline of what you want to say. It could be something as simple as, hey girl, I've got this amazing, I don't know if you saw, I've got this amazing summer, what is the name of our boot camp this month? Summer Strong Squad challenge coming up in June. I have 3 spots available. I'd love to share some more info. Would you be open to me sending you details? Maybe it's something like that, or maybe it's a voice memo. The goal here is just to connect with them and extend to them that opportunity to join you in this journey. This is easy with your list of 10 people that you made, because you can just pick up the phone and call them and check in on them, have a natural conversation and say, hey, by the way, I have a question to ask you. I'm doing this thing and I just feel so amazing, and I would love if you came alongside me and we got to do this together. Easy. It doesn't have to be scary. So there's an invite idea, kind of like what I just said. You can also check out the files in the team page, or just ask in the team chat what people are sending for invites. I would advise not recommending Beachbody in your messages, and here's why. It has nothing to do with the fact that we are not ashamed of the company that we represent, but there are other people who have done Beachbody wrong. And as in, they became coaches and they turned into a Beachbody billboard and they turned everybody off. And you may have people on your social media who have experienced a negative, something with another coach, and you don't want them to take that negativity and translate it into you or what they believe about you. So just by not mentioning Beachbody and just talking about your boot camps and your challenges, then ultimately most people are like, oh wow, you actually do Beachbody? I would never have known. And it's just this really neat organic process that happens. Okay. Now, if you are organized, if you are a list checker, check it off the list kind of person, you're going to thrive with this business activity tracker. Now, you don't have to use this. I recommend it because it keeps me organized. It helps me understand what to do. You, in our coaching workshop, you did half of these things and you didn't even know it. So on here, it's respond to all new likes and comments. Check. Okay, you're doing that. On here, it talks about growing your network. We did that in our new coach workshop. So all of that is broken down here. But I recommend printing this out. You can go and get it in our team page, or you can get it in your back office under, I think it's under trainings and Success Club Tracker. It's back there. Let us know if you can't find it. But I encourage you to print this out so you can kind of say, okay, on Monday, what day is it? Tuesday, I worked out and I drank Shakeology, check. And then on Tuesday, I initiated conversations and added followers, check. And that can kind of get you working through your business and growing it naturally. So, all right. We're going to skip this part because we already went over that. Okay, so how to get people actually started is share cart. That training is in the Google form in the team page, how to use it. Share cart is how you will actually send somebody a link to sign up. And if you need help, you are a beginner. As a new coach, you're going to expect probably of yourself to know everything. I want to challenge you to rewrite that narrative, that if you were to get a new job and you started working at a dentist office and you've never worked there before, you're brand new, you walk in your first day, you have no idea where the phone is. You don't know where the copy paper is. You don't know how to schedule an appointment. You know nothing about what you're doing. It's the same thing. And in that position, you have the grace to take the time to learn and figure it out. The same thing with coaching. You're going to take the time to give yourself grace, to learn and figure out as you go. So don't expect yourself to know everything right away. As a new coach, probably the biggest thing that happens that is a negative as a new coach is that you take the no's, because somebody's going to tell you no. Somebody's going to be like, nah, girl, I'm good. I'm waiting until the gyms open up and I'm going to go back to Zumba because that's where my soul is. Don't take those personally, because you're here to help the people that are ready and the people that are willing. You're not here to drag people along. So don't emotionally detach to the outcome and just continue to focus on your goal. All right. Now, what do you do now? We've talked about a lot. So you're going to, and this is just kind of a recap of what we talked about. You're going to complete that document in the team page in the new coach training. That's just going to give you the nitty gritty of what you need as a coach to actually sign somebody up and actually get a paycheck. You're committed to a program. So check step number 2, you're committed to a program and you're going to start posting daily and you're going to start talking to people. This is an important piece of this puzzle. The conversations that you have are what will lead to inviting them to be a part of what you're doing. You're sharing your journey, inviting people to be a part of it. And then step 4 is don't get overwhelmed. One step, one conversation, one goal at a time. And you're going to realize that this business is very simple. It's just going to take a little bit of time to make it a habit. All right. So what I want you to do, if you have not, how many of you were on, let's see, who's on here? Most of you were in our free coaching workshop, right? You were in there, yes. Okay, so if you were not in our free coaching workshop, what I want you to do when we wrap up this call is I want you to sit down and make a list of 10 people. These are gonna be your ride or dies. If you had a flat tire on the side of the road, who would you call for help if distance made no difference? These are your like soul sisters, your cousins, your family, your neighbor down the street, your coworker. These are your crew, like your people that you trust that are in your inner circle. This is your dream team. These are the people that you want to help first. So I want you to make that list of 10 people. And after you've announced to your coach, you're going to be reaching out to those 10 people. And if you need help crafting a message on like what to say, let us know. We can help you out. But you're going to reach out to those 10 people within the next 3 days, as long as you're signed up as a coach and you're ready to go. And you've announced that you're a coach, you're going to reach out to those people within the next 3 days and begin the process of having that conversation with them. So you hopefully are not overwhelmed. All right, I'm gonna screen share and take any questions that you guys might have. Let's see, I missed the chat. Tasha's here, Kaylee's here, Lily's here, Stacy's here. Anybody have questions, things that they want more clarification on, things that they may be fearful of that we can talk about? You don't have to be shy. I don't bite, I promise. And you may not. Most new coaches don't know. Like you're so new that you don't know what to ask. Even though you know you have questions, you're just not sure what to ask. So that's good. Hopefully, do you feel maybe a little bit more empowered to go out and get started and launch your business? I hope. So you're gonna have some questions. You may even hang up this call and remember something. I want you to pop it in the team chat. I know Stacy and Tasha, I think you guys need to be added to the team chat. We'll get you in there and supported. But and Allison, I added Lily earlier and Royal. Okay, well you'll do that for me, right? Okay, so that's a wrap on our team, on our new coach call. From here, we have on Thursdays we do what's called a power hour. You'll hear that term a lot. This is where I take that Success Club tracker. I don't know where mine is. It's downstairs. I take that Success Club tracker and we do it together. So what will happen is you'll get on a Zoom call like this, and I will go through each step in the Success Club tracker. I'll explain what it is, and then we'll set a timer and I'll do it. So we'll say, okay, we're going to expand our network for 5 minutes, and I'll set a timer. I'll explain some tips on how to do that, and then we'll literally just work together on Zoom. The timer will go off, and we'll move on to the next part of the tracker. It's really the coaches on our team that are the most successful are the ones that show up to the power hours or listen to them recorded, because that's how they understand what to do. So that's every Thursday, and then every Monday we have a team call. So you'll have access to plenty of resources in your coaching business. But that's all I've got for tonight. Unless anybody has any going once, going twice. No? Okay. Thank you for hopping on tonight. I'm so excited that you chose Restoration Nation, and I hope that you are empowered to go out and conquer the world and chase big dreams, and to do so knowing that you're supported. So we're here for you, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Bye, guys.